Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be comparing two of the most famous concealers in the market right now, and those are the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, which looks like this, and the second one is Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer, which looks like this. Now, the Tarte one came a couple of years back, but the Too Faced one is a new launch, and in this video I'm gonna compare both the products because these are very similar yet different in some aspects. So let's just get started. Let's start with the packaging. The If you look at both the tubes closely, you will see that they are pretty similar. Like they have that same rounded chubby kind of bottle, but the Too Faced one is more chubby than the Tarte Shape Tape one, and you get 15 ml of product in the Too Faced concealer, whereas in Tarte Shape Tape you get 10 ml of product, which is still a lot more than what you get in other concealers. In other concealers it's usually 5 ml or 6 ml, so you are getting a lot more product in both the concealers. Now if you look at the wands of both the concealers closely, you will see that the Too Faced one is slightly shorter than the Tarte Shape Tape one, but the shape is very similar. They both have that cut. I hope you can see, like they both have that slant, so it's really easy to get into the corners of your eyes or around your nose to apply this concealer. The Too Faced concealer retails for 29 USD, which is somewhere around 2065 Indian rupees as per today's conversion rate. And the Tarte Shape Tape retails for 27 USD, which is somewhere around 1923 rupees. Now, if you look at the absolute price, Tarte Shape Tape is definitely cheaper than the Too Faced one, but do keep in mind that you are getting 5 ml extra in the Too Faced one. Okay, now before I move on to other aspects, let me tell you my shades in both the concealers. In Born This Way concealer, I'm in the shade Warm Beige, and I use this to highlight my under eyes and my T-zone. This is not like a very brightening concealer, which means this shade is not like 5 or 6 shades lighter than my skin tone. I believe this is just 1 or 2 shades lighter. And then in a Shape Tape, I'm in the shade Medium. Now this over here is Tarte Shape Tape Medium, and this shade is Warm Beige. So medium is slightly lighter than warm beige, but they both have that yellow undertone and they both really brighten up my under eyes well. Now let's talk about the formula. Now for me, as far as I am concerned, I think both of these concealers are very full coverage. Now I do want to mention that I don't have very dark circles under my eyes, so I'm not sure how is it going to work if you have like dark circles. But for me, I do have some darkness, but it's not like too dark, so for me these are like very full coverage. Now coming to the creasing factor, under my eyes both of these concealers crease. I have really fine lines under my eyes, and I don't know, the concealers just bunch up under my eyes, so I always have to use a powder. Now I do hear people saying that you don't need to set this the Tarte Shape Tape one with a powder, but in my case I use a powder anyways. If it doesn't matter if I'm using this one or the Tarte Shape Tape one, I have to use a powder. But I feel like the Tarte Shape Tape one creases much lesser than the Too Faced one. Now I'm not saying that this one creases a lot, but if you compare it with other concealers, both of these concealers are absolutely beautiful. They do not crease at all. Like when you're comparing other concealers, both of these are beautiful. But now since we are comparing these two, I feel like the Tarte Shape Tape one creases lesser than the Too Faced one, probably because this one is more hydrating, so it's more like your emollient formula. I don't know. I also want to mention that if you go overboard with any of these concealers, it will give you like a very cakey look, so make sure to use a teeny tiny bit, because a little bit of this product is enough for your entire one side of under eyes. Don't apply too much, it is going to look very cakey, because these both are very full coverage concealers. Tarte Shape Tape comes in 30 different shades, so I'm sure you can find your perfect shade. And the Born This Way concealer comes in 20 different shades. Now I feel like the Tarte Shape Tape sets pretty quickly, and the Too Faced one also, it does set, but it takes some time, like some more time than the Tarte Shape Tape one, but then ultimately both of these set beautifully. Tarte Shape Tape is extremely matte, so if you have very dry under eyes, it might like look very cakey, but the Too Faced one is very hydrating. It blends really well, and it also does not look very cakey, or it is not extremely matte. It is hydrating. So if you have dry under eyes, give this one a try. This might look a little bit too much under your eyes. Both of these concealers are very long lasting, and they really cover up all the darkness that you have under your eyes, and they blend in really well. They stay on your under eyes really well. And if you choose like a darker shade, or a shade that matches with your skin tone, you can easily use both of these as spot concealers. So my final thoughts about both of these concealers is that if you have very dry under eyes and you want something hydrating that is not going to look very cakey, but you still want full coverage, go for the Too Faced one. This is a beautiful concealer. If you have oily under eyes, or you want something really matte under your eyes, go for the Tarte Shape Tape one. This one again is a very full coverage concealer, and it gives a very matte finish, so you will like it. So guys, that was all about both the concealers. I really hope that you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also like this video, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Till then, take care and bye.